In this video, we're going to start building our two-sided marketplace using ShareTribe. So to start off by looking into a marketplace, one of the most well-known marketplaces is Airbnb. So what characterizes a marketplace are the two sides. So there is the demand side. In this case, I'm a user or an Airbnb customer looking for an apartment to rent. So we have this whole site that tailors towards the customer that is actually going to rent the apartment. So we have a range of listings that we can search. We have a map that we can zoom into and filter down our search criteria. But there's a whole other side to Airbnb that most people will never visit. But you can also put your listings, your own apartment on Airbnb. And that's the second part of a marketplace that we're also going to build. So if you in the top right of the Airbnb website, you can click Become a Host. And this is where you can start registering to become a host on Airbnb and add your own apartment to the website. So that's what we want to do as well. To give you an example, we can, for instance, build a marketplace using ShareTribe that tailors towards restaurant. So we can create this marketplace where you can search restaurants as well as in the top right, post a new listing. And then we'll have different views, grid views, list views, and maps in which you can zoom into your listings. So this is great if you're just starting out with the marketplace idea and want to kind of see whether there's any interest in it. So let's just have a look into what are the actual functionalities and features within ShareTribe. So if we go to their website, sharetribe.com, we can just start with a free trial. So they offer a 30-day free trial for the most common plan that they have. So if you're just starting out, I would suggest just to go with that plan and then take it further from there on. So you're a bit limited in certain functionality, so you have to work within their constraints. I will show you what they are. But if you want to go fully custom, you can go for the more expensive plan. It starts here for $299 per month, and then you can create a more custom plan. So let's just start with the free trial. If we then just give our email address and generate a password. We can set up our account. So there are a few different types of marketplaces that you can start. You can rent products, vehicles, or spaces. So this is what Airbnb, for instance, does. You can book services, so a booking platform. You could also do that Airbnb falls kind of in this service, so you can try out whether it works for you. You can sell particular items, you can sell physical products, and you have a marketplace for free services as well. So in our case, let's go with a booking services and let's call it Pops. I'm not sure if that name is available, but let's give it a go. United Kingdom, English, that's fine. All right, great. So this creates our marketplace, and if we then go to the link, we can kind of see what is available. So let's click this, go to Pups. Okay, please confirm your email address, so I'll do that. But this is kind of how the website will look like. After verifying our email address, I landed into this particular page. You might actually have a page without a title and slogan and no background image. But with this is something we can add quite easily in the general settings. So there are two ways to go there. One way is to click the upload a cover photo, or you might have a add a slogan button. So if you click there, you will be guided into the old ShareTribe admin. So it might be that you're viewing a new place. So to view the new one, simply remove the old part in the URL. So if you go to /admin, you will go into the new admin dashboard of ShareTribe. So here in the general settings on the left side, there's an essentials tab, and this is where we can add a slogan. So for instance, let's change the slogan to COVID Save Pups and add a description, book reservations at, or reserve seats at open Pups. So This is, for instance, an idea during the lockdown to find particular pubs that are still open. But you can obviously use this for any kind of marketplace idea. So if we then save our changes and then go back into our homepage by here on the top right. So I just hit the command button to open it in the new tab. We see that the title and subtitle changed. All right, so then let's go into the next step, the domain. So this is where we can change the actual domain name of the marketplace. So in our case, the domain name is pubs.sharetribe.com. I think it's fine to use a domain like that just to test things out. So if you're using an MVP product to see if there's any demand, whether you can make a first booking or a first sale, I think that's totally fine. And once you have proven some sort of traction, then it's worthwhile investing more money and time into it. So we can't use a custom domain on the free plan. So we'll have to upgrade to the pro plan, which I believe is $299 per month. So it's quite expensive. So I think the free plan is totally fine. So then the next step is privacy. We can make our marketplace private, which means that users must log in to browse the listings and create user profiles. So this could be handy if you have a lot of like exclusive content and you want to get a lot of user details. But in our case, we just want to have an open marketplace similar to Airbnb, where you can browse the website as well as not being logged in. Then the fourth tab is static content, which is quite important to add privacy policy, terms of conditions, maybe an about page about yourself or your team. So this is where you can add these static content pages. Simply click on edit and it will guide you into that particular place where you can type any text or upload any further images, media, whatever you want to give it a bit more flavor. So if we then go to the last step, which is the admin notifications, I would recommend to turn these on so that you get notified what's actually happening with your app when you get your first user, when a transaction is starting. So that's quite cool that is already built in. So these are general settings to kind of get started with your marketplace. So at this stage, you should have a homepage with a title and subtitle. And then the next step is to give it a bit more design, which we're going to do in the next video by uploading cover photos, changing the colors and making it a bit more unique to your particular idea. So see you in the next video. If you have any questions, just let me know beforehand.